like it in my text, which is SAA, is the only name that pops up. So whenever I text him, I'd have to look through 30 names to figure out who I'm texting.
Yeah, that's alphabetized, man.
Yes, the AA, bam, bam, MCO. All right, how many kids does Robert De Niro have?
I'm going with 5.
5! Okay, is that everybody?
Timmy?
Yes.
Michael Bryan.
Michael Bryan, okay.
And he says 7.
7. Okay, is he guessing at 7? Or does he know?
I don't know. He just said 7.
Okay, ask him if he's guessing or if he knows. Because the rule is, it's very specific. And if he knows and he's saying 7, then he's no longer invited to whip arounds. But if he's guessing and it's 7, then we'll allow that. And we'll wait. Sure,
okay, great.
it's okay. Where is he flying right now?
At last check, he was over Whittier.
Really?
He says he's guessing.
He's guessing. Okay, that's a good comment. He's exactly right. 7 kids. Robert De Niro has 7 kids. It's a 2-part whip around. How old will Robert De Niro be when his youngest kid graduates high school? How old will Robert De Niro be when his youngest child graduates high school? Step Tony.
89.
89 is not there. Angel.
102.
102 is wrong. Bro!
Well, I know, because...
Oh, you okay. All right. Caleb.
97.
Oh, that's exactly right.
Holy smokes, Batman!
You win. He's going to be 97 when his youngest son, he just had a kid, graduates high school. 97 when his kid graduates high school. Oh, boy. What happened?
Robert De Niro is once again a proud papa.
He turned 80 this summer, and he's just welcomed his 70th. I'm sorry.
That's right.
70th. I'm sorry. 70th child.
Good Lord.
He just was his 7th child.
Seventh
This is what
child.
actor tells me in Canada. De Niro already has children ranging from 51 years old to 11 years old by 3 different women.
Okay, he has a 51-year-old child and he has a newborn.
The actor says he's a loving dad, even though he has to be stern about stuff.
So I did question recently how old
Watch out. Vehicle on shoulder ahead.
is too old. Like how
That's
old
your
are just
answer,
names?
didn't you?
Okay, 97 is in that ballpark of being too old.
Apparently things still work at 80 years old, so I got nothing to worry about.
Okay, is 80 too old to have a child in your mind? 100%. Yes.
Yeah. But didn't Tony Randall do that too? He had a child with, he married a woman like 50 years younger
Is
than
that
him.
right?
And
Charlie Chaplin was
had a kid.
famous with him.
Is that right? Charlie Chaplin too?
Yeah, he was like close to 80.
Okay, all right. Studs.
For us. Oh, yeah. The man is not the problem. Yeah, your parts work a long time. Yeah.
So his wife, girlfriend, whoever's having this baby, is she younger than his oldest child at 51?
Yeah, good job. I mean, I don't recommend having a baby at 80.
I like how they have to tiptoe around it because he's like such a big person in Hollywood. Right? If he was just like a homeless guy, they'd be like, what the hell's going on with this guy? But because he's Robert De Niro, it's like, teach his own, it's cool. He'll be 97 at graduation. He's going to love it. Oh, he's going to be such a great dad.
Yeah, good job. I mean, I don't recommend having a baby at 80 years old.
But if I wanted to.
If you wanted to.
I suppose that I could. All right.
I don't know how much patience you're going to have at 80.
Man, everyone has to still kiss Robert De Niro. like, oh no, he's great. He's the best. All right, very good. Nice hour, Roger. Good hour. All right, we're live on KFI AM 600.
Untangling the mess until it makes sense.
KFI.
And KOST HD2.
Los Angeles, Orange County.
Live everywhere on the iHeartRadio app.
Day is coming. I'm Michael Roger, live from the KFI 24-hour newsroom. Preparations being made for an influx of of migrants expected to cross the California-Mexico border beginning Thursday.
As Health Order Title 42 expires, officials with Customs and Border Protection say they are ready to handle the tens of thousands of migrants who will most likely claim asylum status. Most of those who tried to cross the California-Mexico border have been waiting in Mexico for months. Texas and Arizona have begun deploying National Guard troops in addition to the federal troops that arrived this week.
My estimation of what's happening in California is a bit of a wait-and-see approach.
Immigration expert Elaine Wood told Fox 5 she expects border states to declare states of emergency to get more federal aid. Steve Gregory, KFI News.
Experts say the impact of the WGA strike could pass the $2.1 billion in losses caused during the last work strike in 2007. Analysts from Moody's Investor Service says they believe that this strike could last 3 months or more, longer than the previous one. Professor at Cal State Northridge says if the strike drags on that long, he expects it could cost the local economy $3 billion or more. Writers entered their second week of striking today. Police say the skeletal remains found in Santa Monica belong to the creator of a sober recovery app. Lieutenant Erica Agluffi says the remains of both men were found in the courtyard of an abandoned building.
It's a pretty large property that's all abandoned. On the Santa Monica side, it's called Oakland.
The man was last seen at a 7-Eleven in Studio City in 2021. Police say he made a 911 call, but when they tried to reach out to him, nobody responded. His remains were found last month and ID'd a few days ago. The city of South Pasadena is adding 20 Teslas to its electric police car fleet. The LA Times reported yesterday the Teslas will be used for patrol duties, administration, and detective work. The plan includes 10 Tesla Model Y cars, 10 Model 3 cars, and more than 30 charging points at South Pasadena City Hall. The deputy city manager says some of the cars are already in use, others still need to be outfitted. The transition is expected to be complete by next February. 2 inmates have escaped from a prison in Philadelphia. One of the inmates is accused of killing 4 people. ABC's Andrew Dinbert says surveillance video shows the 2 men escaping after cutting a hole in a fence around the Philadelphia Industrial Correction Center Sunday night.
Police not realizing the men were missing until yesterday afternoon. Their absence went unnoticed during 3 scheduled head counts.
Philadelphia Prisons Department commissioner says the facility became where the inmates escaped about 3 p.m. yesterday. The commissioner says the protocols were in place were not followed and the yard should have been secure. A jury in New York City has found former President Trump is liable for sexually abusing writer E. Jean Carroll. The jury rejected Carroll's rape claim, but found Trump liable for battery and defamation in the 1996 attack in a luxury department store in Manhattan. The jury awarded Carroll at least $5 million. Trump was not present during the trial. His team didn't call any witnesses to the stand. Trump insisted he had never even met Carroll. Pakistan's former Prime Minister Imran Khan has been arrested in Islamabad as he appeared in a court to face charges in multiple cases. Khan was ousted in a no-confidence vote last year. His arrest today drew nationwide condemnation from supporters of the popular opposition leader. Images on TV showed the 72-year-old Khan being pulled by security forces toward an armored vehicle, which took him away. 2/3 of people in the U.S. say abortion drug mifepristone, which is used in the majority of abortions across the country, should remain on the market. ABC's Sherry Preston says the Washington Post ABC News poll found 66% of people in the U.S. also oppose the decision to overturn Roe v. Wade.
More than half of those polled, 55%, say they're strongly against the ruling, compared to just 22% who say they strongly support it.
Preston says the poll found 66% of adults think mifepristone should remain on the market. 12% of people say it should remain on the market, but be more restricted than it is now. We'll take a look at the freeways coming.
All right, time to talk about Saddleback, everybody. Yeah, got to get those eyes fixed for the summer so you can see the kids and the grandkids, really enjoy yourself. Saddleback is the best. Dr. Manger, my doctor over at Saddleback Eye Center, wants to give you the all-new Laser Light LASIK exam. The Laser Light LASIK exam uses a laser to measure your eyes over 1,000 times to perfectly map your vision. The Laser Light LASIK exam helps my doctor, Dr. Manger, give you crystal clear vision. Now, I can give away a Laser Light LASIK exam to the first 14 callers only, taking 1,000 measurements of your eyes for free. Getting your eyes tested by a laser, very important for farsighted, nearsighted, contacts, glasses, the whole run. And if you've been told you're not a candidate, you might now be the perfect candidate with the accuracy of the Laser Light LASIK exam. So I can give away one to every caller, up to 14 callers, and then they got to lock it off. So measure your eyes over 1,000 times for free. Dr. Manger is going to do that for you for free for the first 14 callers. Here we go. 866-559-4444. 866-559-4444. 866-559-4444.
Slight chance of showers coming in through the night. Lows around 50 degrees. Clear to mostly sunny tomorrow. Temperatures much like today. Highs around 60 at the beaches, close to 70 Metro LA. Mid-70s inland up high in the valleys, mid-60s in the Antelope Valley. Little warmer Thursday, and at least another 10 degrees hotter by the time we get to the weekend. Right now in Anaheim, it's 68, Newport Beach 66, Glendale 67 degrees, Inglewood 63. The KFI Financial Report, sponsored by Jacoby Myers Injury Attorneys. The Dow finished down 57, NASDAQ was down 77, S&P was down 19.
Don't wait. Maximize your compensation after an accident. Call Jacoby and Myers now. Justice for you since 1972.
Bit of crawl in Calabasas.
That's the southbound side of the 101, leaving Lost Hills all the way to the 170, 134 split. More delays in Hollywood from Sunset Boulevard all the way into downtown Los Angeles. It's Costa Mesa with Mike O'Brien, KFI in the Sky.
Yeah, on the bill here on the 405 northbound. Brakes in right at the hookup with the north 73, just about Fairview. Fairview is on and off the brakes right on through the construction zone through Huntington Beach up towards Seal Beach. Now around the corner, the 55 northbound. You're on the brakes now, pretty much from the 405 up to the 5. Little gap and then back on. Looks like approaching the 91 from Pentella. Now there's a problem with Santa Ana Canyon. 91 eastbound. They're just coming up there around the county line and a little past Cole Canyon. Looks like that's clearing out of the middle lanes and very tight on that stretch leaving Imperial Highway. Mike O'Brien, KFI in the Sky.
In La Crescenta, this wreck is wrapping up on the 210 westbound. Coming up on La Crescenta Avenue. At last check, the 3 right lanes are blocked. They may be clearing things up, but delays are loading out of Pasadena from Windsor, affecting the 2 northbound all the way from the 134. KFI in the Sky helps get you there faster. I'm Angel Martinez.
Hello, beautiful. I'm Amy Erin, founder of Madison Reed, a hair color company I named after my daughter. I started Madison Reed to give you the most gorgeous hair color made with ingredients you can feel good about. Are you tired of drugstore hair color? You deserve better. Spring is here and the forecast calls for your best hair color ever. Upgrade to salon quality hair color that nourishes and improves the condition of your hair without any harsh odors. It's easily done at home and we deliver it to your door. Plus, our hair color matching technology makes picking the right color easy, fast, and accurate. For a limited time, new clients get 15% off plus free shipping on your first online order. Visit madison-reed.com/promo. Take our online color quiz to find your perfect shade. That's madison-reed.com/promo. Try it. Love it. That's the beauty of Madison Reed.
Listen. The last time the economy looked like this, the stock market tanked 50%. The U.S. dollar lost 46% of its value, and the price of oil quadrupled. Yet, while the U.S. economy collapsed and unemployment ran through the roof, the price of gold shot up 1,300%, and silver rocketed over 2,400%. So if history repeats itself, we could see it happen again. Can you afford to miss what could be the biggest gold and silver boom of our lifetime? That's why I want you to call Goldco at 855-GOLD-IRA. Because when you do, you'll not only get the chance to protect your retirement savings with gold and silver, you could get up to $10,000 in free silver just for doing it. This is a rare opportunity. So don't miss what could be your best opportunity to protect your retirement savings. Call Goldco at 855-GOLD-IRA. That's 855-GOLD-IRA.
KFI.
More stimulating talk.
An iHeart radio station.
KFI AM, the 6 Mornings Conway Show, Monday through Friday, 4 to 7 p.m. And they can listen to our podcast as well after that or before that, whenever. That's always available. One of the cool reporters, I didn't know this until today. I was listening to the John and Ken show. This band started at KFI in 2005, the year I had my lovely daughter. And he's with us. Steve Gregory. How you,
What's
bud?
up, buddy?
How you, man? I didn't know 2005 was your start date.
That Shannon Farron and I started the same week in July of 05.
Really?
Yeah, in fact, we trained together with our assistant news director at the time, Michael Clark. We had to sit through his training, his Hell Week together. July, I think it was the week of July 12th, 2005.
I like that guy. He used to live near LAX and ride his bike to work to Burbank every day.
Yeah, I know.
That's wild.
At 2 in the morning.
Right, and then you leave like at 1:32, 3 o'clock in the afternoon and get home, and he said every single day, about between 4 and 10 cars would almost killed him. Every day.
I know.
He'd have to constantly yell at people.
Yeah, he was, I mean, he was stalwart when it came to...
He was great, man.
Yeah, he was great. Yeah.
All right, so we have two things to discuss with you.
Sure.
One of them is light, the other one's heavy. The heavy one is the immigration issue. I think it's Thursday where the big immigration
Title
laws...
42.
Title 42 is going to change or expire. And then, from what I understand, 35 to 45,000 people are waiting to cross that border after Thursday. Is that true?
Yeah, they're all waiting there in Tijuana and east of Tijuana, and they've been camped out there for months. I mean, going on. Some of them have been there for 2 years.
Will it make it easier for them to come in if Title 42 is no longer enforced?
Well, yeah, of course, because before that was a mechanism in place that would say no, you can't come in, and then when President Trump enacted the executive order, the stay in Mexico order, and that kept a lot of the migrants on that side of the line because they were not allowed to come in, and that's when others were trying to challenge it because you can't really stop someone from seeking asylum. That the argument is anyone can seek asylum as long as they go through the port of entry. Any port of entry. Right. They can seek asylum, but the problem was that they were coming in illegally and then claiming asylum, and that was causing a lot of problems.
You know what I'd like to do? I'd like to take anybody who thinks that this country sucks. I don't know what kind of group you're in, or if you think that this country is racist or a hellhole or not very fair to some people. I'd like to take them down to the border and have them watch a woman who has a 6-month-old baby, and she's left everything behind, and all her friends and her family behind, so she can come to this country and make a better life for her and her child. I'd like for them to see some of those people come across this border with nothing at all, because this country is better than the country that they love.
Well, and a lot of that, when you see...
There's opportunities here.
There are plenty of opportunities here. But when I speak to a lot of people who immigrated here legally, a lot of whom from Mexico, they get very upset at illegal immigration because they said they went through the process legally. If you're having problems and you want to either seek asylum for whatever reason, for persecution, there are very clear-cut definitions for seeking asylum. And one of the things the Biden administration is trying to implement, though we've not seen anything official, this was coming from congressional sources, but they were saying that the Biden administration wants to make it, they want to enforce the rule that if you did not try to seek asylum in the adjoining country of your country first, you will not get asylum.
Watch out. Vehicle on shoulder ahead.
In the United States.
Okay.
Because that's the way the international asylum rules work. You have to, if you're being persecuted and your life's in danger, you're supposed to go to the next country. Not the country of choice. I see. The next country.
I see. Okay. All right. And so once that expires at midnight, I think on Thursday, then we're gonna see a lot of action on the more so than we see now.
Well, you're gonna see it'll be bottleneck because these customs agents can only do so much because they have to sit there and interview every individual who seeks asylum. They gotta go through a process. But then here's the caveat to that. If for some reason the agent says, okay, yeah, you know what, you can go before an immigration judge, then they get a court date. And
that might be 4 or 5 years ago.
Yeah, and then they're allowed to stay in the United States until their court date.
Right. But I have a theory, and tell me if I'm right or wrong, or maybe you don't know. But I have a feeling that corporate America wants that border open because they need more employees.
Well, that's always been the argument. The argument is we're dangling the carrot, right, by offering cheap labor and quick labor and cash under the table labor.
That's right.
And a lot of agricultural labor. I mean, yeah, absolutely. There's a lot of people out there who count on migrant labor, legal or not, to get the job done.
Right. And the people coming across the border are more than happy to work for that kind of money.
Absolutely. If you go back to the Bracero program back in the 80s, when in the Reagan administration,